In this video, we're building an AI workout generator app using nothing but prompts on Base 44. It's called FitForge. You get a personalized weekly workout plan generated by AI based on your goals and the equipment you actually have. An exercise swap feature so you can replace anything you can't do, a workout logger with a rest timer built in, a progress dashboard with streaks and personal records, and a weekly AI check-in that tweaks your plan based on how training is going. This is a full follow-along tutorial. We're going to run into errors along the way, and I'll show you exactly how to fix them. Everything you need is in the description. All the prompts, the fixed prompts, and the Base 44 link. It's free to get started, and you won't need a credit card. Just sign in with your email, build along with me, and you'll have your own version ready by the end. All right, let's get into it. Step 1. Foundation, all pages, and responsive layouts. The first prompt is the most important one in this entire build, so I was deliberate about it. I told Base 44 the app is called FitForge, gave it the full page structure, onboarding, dashboard, my plan, exercise library, progress, and profile, and described the visual direction: dark theme, electric blue and white accents, clean, and premium. One thing I want to call out specifically is the responsiveness instruction. I didn't just say make it responsive. I told it desktop should use a wide multi-column layout with a sidebar, and mobile and tablet should switch to a single column layout with bottom navigation. Each breakpoint gets its own intentional design. Now, what came back was a fully structured app. Dark background, all 6 pages, sidebar on desktop, bottom nav and mobile. Also, if you would notice, Base 44 automatically created an account using my own login email. That's just how it works when the app isn't published yet. So, the foundation is set, but 2 things needed fixing right away. Step 2. Fix. Save Changes button and dashboard empty states. First, the Save Changes button on the profile page wasn't working. Nothing was being saved, and the dashboard was completely blank. So I sent a fixed prompt telling Base 44 to properly save the profile data to the database and show a success notification after. After the fix, the profile was saved correctly and the dashboard loaded with contents. While testing that, I noticed the other minor issue. Step 3. Fix. Toast notification, auto dismiss. The profile updated toast was not disappearing. I told Base 44 to auto dismiss it after 3 seconds with a fade out, and that's sorted. Next up is making sure the data is actually saving per user. Base 44 sometimes saves profile data globally rather than tying it to individual user accounts. Step 4. Fix. Per user data plus dashboard profile reflection. I sent a prompt to make sure every piece of profile data, goal, fitness level, schedule, equipment, body stats, is stored against the logged in user's ID and pre-fills correctly when they come back. To confirm it's actually working, I also asked the dashboard to display the saved profile details. And you can see it here. Goal, build muscle, intermediate, 5 days per week, pulling directly from the saved profile. And that's the verification we needed before generating a plan. Now, as you can see, we already have the Generate Plan button here, but we want to make sure it's fully wired up and working correctly, and that's what the next prompt covers. Step 5. AI Working Plan Generator. I told Base 44 that when a user clicks the Generate Plan button, Base 44 sends the saved profile data, like goal, fitness level, equipment, and days per week, straight to the AI, which builds out a full personalized weekly plan. Each day has a label like Monday, push date, lists every exercise with sets, reps, and rest time, shows which muscle groups are targeted, and gives an estimated duration. The days are expandable, so you can collapse everything down to a clean weekly overview and open just the day you need. There's also a Regenerate Plan button that creates a completely fresh plan while keeping your profile exactly as it is. The next feature is a big one, especially if you have limited equipment or certain exercises just don't work for you. Step 6. AI Exercise Swap. Every exercise in the plan has a swap button. When you tap it, a modal opens where you type a reason. Something like, I don't have a barbell, or this hurts my shoulder, or I want something easier. The app sends that reason along with your equipment list to the AI, and it comes back with a replacement that targets the same muscle group with adjusted sets and reps if needed, and a one-line explanation for the swap. I tested it by clicking on tricep dips and typing, "I don't have a bench." It came back with tricep overhead extension. You'll see there is a "Use this exercise" button. Once you tap it, it replaces the original in the plan and saves it. To be honest though, I had a hard time finding the swap button at first because it was only a small arrow on the side. And that's what the next prompt fixes. Step 7. Fix swap button visibility. I told Base44 to replace it with a clearly visible button that actually says swap with the swap icon so users can easily see it next to each exercise. And that's definitely better. Step 8. Fix my plan mobile layouts. However, on mobile, the exercise rows were a bit of a mess. Everything was crammed into one line and the exercise names were wrapping all over the place. I told Base44 to put the exercise name on its own full width line and move the sets, reps, rest time, and swap button to the line below, with the swap button aligned to the right. With that sorted, let's move on to the workout logger. Step 9. Workout logger. And just like the generate plan button earlier, we already have the start workout button here. We just need to make sure it's fully wired up. So I told Base44 that when it's clicked, it should open a workout session mode where each exercise is shown one at a time. You can log your weight and reps per set, check it off when it's done, and a rest timer kicks in automatically after each set. At the end, tapping Finish Workout saves the full session, date, duration, all logged sets, and shows a completion animation and a summary screen. To test it out, I just put in some random numbers and went through the whole flow. Now, let's update the progress/stats page. Step 10. Progress page. I told Base44 to update the progress stats page with 4 sections. Streak and consistency shows your current streak, how many workouts you completed that week, and a calendar heat map of which days you trained. Volume over time is a line chart of total weight lifted per week, filterable by muscle group. Personal records automatically detects when you hit a new heaviest weight on any exercise and saves it to a table. And body stats is just a weight chart over time with a single log field, so you can update it whenever. Everything's working, but I noticed the date numbers on the heat map were too small on desktop, and there was no color coding yet. So let's fix both of those. Step 11. Fix calendar heat map date size and color coding. The fix prompt increases the font size of the date numbers on desktop only. Mobile and tablet were fine. And I added color coding to the heat map. Electric blue for completed workout days, slate gray for rest days, and a dark background for everything else. Alright, the next one is something I think a lot of you are going to find really useful. The exercise library. Step 12. Exercise library. The exercise library already had a good base from the first prompts. Search bar, category filter, and difficulty badges on each card. I enhanced it with a detailed view. Tap any exercise, and you get the primary and secondary muscles, step-by-step instructions, a pro tip, and an Add to Plan button so you can pull any exercise directly into your current plan. I also added 2 more filters alongside the existing one, filter by equipment and filter by difficulty. Next up is one of the smarter features in this build, the AI Weekly Check-in. Step 13. AI Weekly Check-in. Every 7 days after a user's first logged workouts, a check-in card activates on the dashboard. It asks 3 things. How did your workout feel this week? Did you complete all your sessions? And any pain or discomfort? You submit the answers and the AI reads them alongside your current plan and comes back with a recommendation, whether to keep going as is, make things harder or easier, or flag something and suggest a modification. The response shows as a coach-style message card on the dashboard with an Apply Suggestions button that updates the plan directly. Now, you'll notice the check-in card isn't active yet, and that's because we haven't hit the 7-day mark. So here's what I did. Step 14. Fix check-in placeholder states. I wanted it visible on screen so viewers can see it exists. I added a placeholder state. The card is always shown on the dashboard. But if the 7 days aren't up yet, it shows in a locked state with a message saying next check-in is available in 7 days. Once that clears, the card becomes active and the questions appear. Next, let's add something simple but genuinely useful for staying consistent: email notifications. Step 15. Email notifications. I asked Base44 to add an optional email notifications section to the profile page with one toggle: workout reminder. When you turn it on, a timer picker appears so you can set when you want the daily reminder email sent. It's off by default, and there's a note underneath making it clear it can be turned off at any time. The preference saves to your profile, just like everything else. So, the core features are all in place. The last thing we need to do is make sure everything works cleanly end to end. Step 16. Final polish and data integrity. This prompt does a full review pass across the whole app. The most important thing it addresses is data isolation, making sure every new user starts with a completely clean slate, with no data carrying over from other accounts. Base44 has a tendency to persist test data across users if it isn't explicitly handled. It also locks in data consistency: street count, total workouts, minutes, and exercises on the dashboard, all pulling from the same source and matching what shows on the progress page. And it does a final mobile check on the 3 pages users will spend the most time on. Step 17. Fix incorrect workout completion status. After the final polish prompt, Tuesday's workout was showing as incompleted even though it hadn't been logged yet. I told Base44 that a day should only be marked complete if an actual workout session has been saved for that specific date. Nothing should be pre-checked. While checking that, I caught another issue on the progress page. Step 18. Fix personal records logic. The PR table was logging every individual set as a separate record, which meant one exercise was showing up 8 times. The fix changes the logic, so there's only ever one entry per exercise, and it only updates when the user logs a new personal best weights. After that, I ran the security scan. And yes, Base44 has a built-in security scanner that checks your app for common vulnerabilities before it goes live. Once that came back clean, I published. Then I signed up as a new user to test and ran into something straight away. Step 19. Fix onboarding loop. I completed the onboarding flow, and instead of landing on the dashboard, it sent me straight back to the beginning. So I sent a prompt, basically telling Base44 to remember that a user has already been through onboarding and just take them straight to the dashboard every time after that. That sorted the loop, but I had noticed something else while going through it. Step 20. Fix body stats added to onboarding. The original onboarding ended at generate my plan, but users were then going to the profile page to fill in their body stats separately. That's an unnecessary extra step. I added a body stats screen as the final step of onboarding, so by the time someone hits generate my plan, their profile is completely filled out. Step 21. Fix onboarding completion flag. Even after the previous fix, the onboarding loop was still happening. My theory is that Base44 was confusing the profile page with the onboarding flow, treating them as 2 separate things with no shared data. So I told Base44 to add an onboarding completed flag to the user's profile in the database. Every time the app loads, it checks that flag first. If it's true, it goes straight to the dashboard. And I made sure the profile page and the onboarding flow are both reading from and writing to the same place in the database. After that, I signed up again as a fresh user and everything worked correctly. And that's FitForge. Everything you just saw, the AI plan generator, the exercise swap, the workout logger, the progress tracking, the weekly check-in, was built entirely through prompts. So, is Base44 worth it? Honestly, yes. What we just built would have taken a developer a serious amount of time to put together. We got all of it through prompts. Now, not every prompt works perfectly on the first try. Sometimes you need a fix, sometimes 2. And that's just the nature of building with AI. But as you saw in this video, the fixes are usually targeted and straightforward. You are never starting over. So if you want to try this yourself, the link to Base44 is in the description. You can sign up completely for free and start building right away. And if you decide to upgrade, do it within the first 48 hours of signing up, because Base44 gives you an extra 10% off during that window. I'd personally go with the builder plan on yearly billing. That's where you get the most value with a custom domain, 250 monthly credits, 10,000 integration credits, and all the backend features. It's $50 a month, but drops to $40 if you pay annually, and with that 48-hour discounts, you're looking at around $35 a month. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, you're probably going to enjoy this video as well, where I build another cool app using Base 44. So just click here, and I'll see you inside.